When Daniel moved to the city, he made a promise to himself: I will never be a burden to anyone. He was just 23, fresh out of school, with one small bag and one very big dream. At first, things seemed okay. He found a small job, rented a single room, and even though he ate only once a day, he told himself it was just temporary. Every time his mother called and asked, "Are you okay?" he'd always reply with the same words: "I'm fine, Mama, don't worry." That sentence became his shield. But months went by and things started to slide. The job stopped paying on time, and then it stopped completely. But Daniel stayed quiet. He kept up the routine, waking up every morning, putting on the same iron shirt, and leaving the house like he still had a purpose, even when he didn't. His friends thought he was doing great. He never complained. He never asked for a thing. Whenever they talked about money problems, he would just smile and change the subject. But inside, his world was collapsing. Some nights he would lie on the floor because the bed felt too big, too empty for someone who felt like a complete failure. His phone would buzz with messages he couldn't bring himself to answer. It wasn't that he didn't care. It was that he had no idea how to explain that he was drowning. One evening, there was a knock on his door. It was his landlord. "Tomorrow is the last day," the man said coldly. "If you don't pay, you're out." That night, Daniel sat alone in the dark. No food, no electricity, no answers. He thought about calling someone, anyone. But a voice in his head kept whispering, "What will you say? That you failed? Men, don't beg. Handle it yourself." So he stayed silent. The next morning, he sold his phone charger just to buy a piece of bread. By the afternoon, the hunger had turned into dizziness. He sat outside on the street, watching people walk by, completely oblivious that he was just one step away from giving up entirely. Then something small happened. A former colleague he hadn't spoken to in months walked by and stopped. "Hey man, you look different. Are you okay?" Daniel opened his mouth to say his usual line, "I'm fine." But this time, the words wouldn't come out. Instead, his voice cracked. I'm not okay." That was all. No long story, no begging. Just the truth. The man sat down beside him. He listened without judgment, without preaching. That single conversation didn't fix everything overnight, but it saved Daniel from breaking completely. A few days later, help arrived. Not because Daniel was weak, but because he finally allowed himself to be human. Years later, he said something that has stayed with me ever since. "I wasn't destroyed by my problems. I was destroyed by my silence." Sometimes the help we need is right there, all around us, but pride, fear, or shame keeps our mouths shut. And sometimes the bravest thing you can possibly do is ask, do you think society teaches us to survive alone instead of supporting each other? Why? Let me ask you this. What advice would you give someone who is suffering silently but afraid to speak up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to Fasky Tales for more powerful real-life stories.